Hi there, my name's Sam Knox, and in this presentation I'm going to be talking about different types of social media communication channels and their usefulness in Bridge. In this presentation I'm going to be going over all sorts of different types of social media and the different demographics that we find on those platforms, and I'll be going over some of the pros and cons of the different platforms. The first platform is Facebook, and almost all of you watching this will likely have heard of Facebook. It is still one of the most dominant social media platforms out there, and it is an excellent way of being able to communicate with many people very easily. And one great thing about Facebook is that there are so many people using it. It's so easy to be able to find people and communicate very effectively with a lot of people. However, a close second runner here is Instagram, and Instagram has been becoming increasingly popular with slightly younger demographics. And so you can see here that there's a peak slightly earlier in age, and we find that younger people in their late teens, early 20s, adopting Instagram as one of their main forms of social media. And so if you're looking to target some younger players into your Bridge club or in your teaching, Instagram is a really great way of being able to share content with young people, but it's also a really great way of being able to present visually pictures and things like that to an audience. So just to quickly go over what Instagram looks like, if you're not familiar, the general app looks like what you can see here on the right. When you go into Instagram, you can have posts. So here you can see this person has posts and someone's swiping through those various posts. Those stay on someone's account, and you can always look at their account and see those pictures. Now this is a personal account that you can see here. However, on one device, like a phone or a computer, you can have multiple accounts set up, and many people will have a personal account and also a business account, and you can put things that are specific to your business on that account, and this would be a great way to share deals and people to comment on how they would have played various hands differently. So that's what you can see here on the right. On the left, you can see what's known as stories. These are more transient. What will happen is that you put a story up, and it lasts for about 24 hours. So you can see here when someone goes onto the app, a story appears as a little circle on the top of their page, and each person you can tap on these, and that's someone's story that you can watch. And so here you can see someone's made a story of recording their cat and put some laser eyes shooting at a mouse. And so that's an example of something a little bit more fun, a little bit more playful that people often use on Instagram, and it's like I said, not as permanent. So Facebook and Instagram, very dominant social media platforms, but one sort of slightly less conventional social media platform that is very widely used is YouTube. YouTube is widely used amongst almost all age groups, and you can see here this is the the percentage of the population that uses YouTube based on their age. And within the younger generations, all the way up to 50 years old, there's 87% and higher utilization. So that's a lot of people going and using YouTube. And although there's a slightly higher bar to entry with YouTube because you have to make videos, the engagement is much higher. So people will stick around, will watch an entire video, and are willing to learn a lot more. And so it's a really great way of being able to engage an audience. For me personally, I like to make YouTube videos. They're a really great way of being able to communicate with an audience. Uh, for me, when I create a YouTube video like the one or like this video that I'm recording now, I use something called OBS Studio. This is really good for recording a screen like what I'm doing here. And it can also record audio and video like how you can see me now. If you want to edit those videos later on, iMovie for Mac is a really, really useful tool. It's one of the easiest video editing platforms that I've ever used, and I would strongly recommend it. For anyone who's using Windows, Clipchamp is a very similar, easy to use video editing platform. And one of the things that's really interesting about Clipchamp is that they now have an auto editing function, which means that it uses artificial intelligence to try and understand all the video that you've uploaded, and it will edit it for you. It'll order all of the clips in the way that it assumes that you'd like it, and then you can come in at the very end and make slight changes to make your YouTube video the exact way that you want it to be. For a slightly more professional look, DaVinci Resolve is a very useful editing tool. It's free and it's very useful for making very precise editing and very high quality videos. Another social media platform that is not a conventional social media platform is WhatsApp. WhatsApp has one of the largest user bases in the world, but it doesn't work like Facebook or Instagram. There's no page where you post, and I'm sure most of you will be familiar with WhatsApp. It's generally just like a messaging platform where you can message friends, create groups, and things like that. And WhatsApp groups, or creating a group on WhatsApp, is a really useful way of being able to communicate with a large number of people, and is widely adopted around the world. In the next few months, a really useful platform that is coming out is WhatsApp channels. And instead of this being sort of a two-way communication platform, like a group where I can say something and then my friend can reply, a WhatsApp channel is just a one-way method of communication. So certain businesses or celebrities might have this kind of platform, and the way that it will work is that they'll be able to send a post or a message out, and people will be able to see it and they'll be able to react to it like this, but they won't be able to reply. So this is a really useful way of being able to disseminate information easily. And one of the best things about WhatsApp is that almost everyone has WhatsApp on their phone. So that means that you can get that information to people easily, and it'll be there straight away on their phone whenever you're ready to send it out. So it's a really quick and easy way to get information out to anyone that you'd like to. This would be a really useful tool if you had maybe different classes. If you had a beginner's level and then an intermediate level, you could have different channels for different groups that you'd like to communicate with, and it would be a great way to communicate. The last platform that I'd like to mention is called Nextdoor. The aim of Nextdoor is to connect neighborhoods, and one of the main things about Nextdoor is being able to get people to communicate when they're in close proximity to each other. So the main purpose of Nextdoor is for you to meet your neighbors, maybe not actually physically meet them, but to get to know the people that you live around and the people who are local to you. And so it's a really useful way of being able to find people with similar interests who are also within a close proximity to you. So it's a great platform for proximity. Anyway, so closing remarks. Facebook is still a really great way to reach people. It's one of the dominant social media platforms, and it's very easy to use, and many people do use it. Instagram has a lot of younger audiences, so it's a really great way of being able to reach those younger audiences, and it's a very visual platform, so it's really great for putting pictures and videos on. YouTube has a lot of engaging content. Some of the longer style videos that would generally be explaining things. It's a great way of being able to explain things and communicate to a wide audience. WhatsApp is a really useful way of being able to get messages to everyone. It's good for getting to people quickly and easily. Almost everyone has WhatsApp. And Nextdoor is a great platform for being able to communicate with people locally. Anyway, thank you very much for listening. If you'd like to get in touch, you can always get in touch at support@realbridge.online. You can get in touch with me there. Thank you very much for watching.